Hi guys, I hope you're all well. First, I just want to apologise for any background music you may hear. There's some sort of concert going on relatively close to my house. Now in this particular video, I want to discuss something I've spoken about before to help you meet your daily calorie and macronutrient targets with less stress. One of the things I've spoken about before is trying to use this last meal of your day to make up the net difference of any macronutrients or calories you're short of. Therefore, you're not really consciously trying to hit the meal by meal targets. You're more conscious of the daily totals, and therefore by just focusing on making up the net difference of your last meal of the day, it really takes the stress away, because otherwise it can be quite stressful and draining if you're trying to hit each individual meal absolutely perfectly in terms of your macronutrient requirements. So one of the things I've spoken about before is using that last meal of the day to make up the net difference of any calories and macronutrients you're short of. However, I want to go one step further than this. This is something I spoke about on Instagram last week and on my recent training vlog, and that is to actually use a snack meal in the evening to make up the net difference of your calories and macronutrients. Therefore, I would actually suggest giving yourself plenty of calories for your evening meal, because the evening meal typically is one of the meals people want to enjoy the most, and if you're trying to hit certain calories and macronutrients, again, it can be quite stressful and not as enjoyable. However, by leaving yourself plenty of calories for this evening meal, you can then consume your evening meal with less stress, and then after the evening meal you can have a snack meal to make up the difference of any calories and macronutrients you're short of. So for example, this is the example I gave on the vlog. If you were, say, 20 grams short of protein, 25 grams short of carbohydrates, and 10 grams short of fat, you could use whey protein as your protein source, you could use fruit as your carbohydrate source, and then for the fat source you could have some nuts or something like this. Just a mini snack meal. Hopefully that example illustrates what I mean in terms of something you can have after your main evening meal. So hopefully that's helps. The real premise of the video is twofold. One, trying to use your last meal of the day to make up the net difference of any calories and macronutrients you're short of, and this really makes things that much less stressful. But in addition to that, leave plenty of calories for your main evening meal, and then use this mini snack meal afterwards to make up the net difference of any targets you're short of. So hopefully you found that useful. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.